Okay, so we can get started. It's already 1 minute above. So, hi guys. We have Ravi today, who recently moved to Germany. Um, I think it would be nice to hear from him the whole experience of finding a job and also appearing for the visa interview and then finally traveling to Germany. And also, he, I think, already spent at least 1 week here. So, we can also hear from him how his experience was and what all differences he found while he was residing in India and moved to Germany. And after that. So, Ravi, would you like to share something about the whole journey you traveled?
Definitely. So it's began in January. I started searching job outside in India from India. So it took almost 6 months to get the proper job offer due to COVID. Okay, it was due to second wave. I think I received job offer from Live Person in Mannheim. It is my company name is Live Person. Okay, it is American based company, but they have branches in Germany. Okay,
Yeah.
and my joining date will be 15th October here. So before I have to come here and I have to do city registration and I have to get the laptop. So that's why I came early. And after my job offer, so I got required documents from employer. So I went to VFS. So it took almost 25 days to get the appointment from VFS in India. Sorry, Hyderabad.
Mhm.
Okay. So after that, it went very smooth. So within 10 days, I got passport back with visa. So I started booking my flight tickets. I preferred Air India because it is giving a lot of, luggage, right? So
So
you
you
can
traveled
carry
from which city in India?
Hyderabad, Hyderabad,
Okay, Hyderabad to
Hyderabad,
Berlin, is it?
Hyderabad. No, Hyderabad to Frankfurt. So
Okay.
Hyderabad to New Delhi via New Delhi.
Hmm.
So to Frankfurt.
Okay.
So it took almost 14 hours journey. So everything is on time. So I was happy on that in that way. So once we landed on that one, we are in immigration queue. So it took almost 1 hour to get the stamping.
Hmm.
So after that, I came out. So I went to the railway station inside the airport. So I booked the ticket to Mannheim. So I traveled to Mannheim. So yeah, from there I booked the cab to Airbnb house. Okay.
Okay.
So here I booked for 1 week here Airbnb, but from India itself I got the accommodation from today. Okay. So
Okay.
from
So you
today
booked Airbnb for 1 week, and that 1 week is already over, right?
already over now
Okay.
by today.
Okay. And now from today, where are you going to stay?
In Mannheim only. So it is nearby city center in Mannheim.
Okay.
So I think I got accommodation from India. So through Facebook.
Ah,
Okay.
okay. So you already
Exactly.
found a long-term apartment.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay. That's good.
So I did that one. So today I go there and check and everything. I pay the advance and everything today. So after this meeting. Okay.
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 Good to know. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. So that's what.
Mm-hmm.
So coming to here, so everything is smooth now, going smooth. I found difference here from India. So many people ride bicycles here. Okay, they try. I mean, cars parked in streets only.
Yeah.
No parking specific area to park the cars here. So I think more cars, but people ride bicycles here. I like that one. And in Mannheim, it is a 5 kilometers radius city, so we can walk anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I liked that part. So I can walk from one end to another end. That is good. So like that, we have trams right in between.
Yeah.
So those are free, I think. I
Uh,
hope.
Not free. You have to buy some ticket.
I don't know that one. I didn't. I didn't board as a nurse. Okay. So
Okay.
but okay,
Okay.
but I'm seeing those trams. Okay,
So
everything is fine.
just check with someone because if you are caught, then you have to pay some 60 euros or something without ticket.
Okay, 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 okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
I got the SIM here. I took Artel network. So
Okay.
I paid 10 euros
Mm-hmm.
4 GB data like that. So and 200 calls to India and whatever, wherever. Okay, international. Okay.
Okay.
So like that. So if everything is going smooth, so tomorrow I will go to the city registration. So it is my journey until now. If any doubts, please ask me. I can
Cool,
clear.
cool. Thanks for sharing all this. So, guys, please feel free to ask questions to Ravi. He is already here in Germany and he can answer your questions.
Hey, hi everyone. Mohammed here.
Hi, Mohammed.
Hey, hi Anup. Thanks for arranging this meeting. So I have two questions. So one question is, so I was seeing one of your previous discussions, uh, wherein one of the person mentioned that they check your bachelor's or your degree, right, and the professional experience. So what if there is a mismatch? So for example, in my case, I have a bachelor's in mechanical engineering and I have 3 years of experience in test automation. So is will there be a problem for me, moving forward uh, as such?
Um, I'm not sure about this, but are you applying for IT related jobs or what kind of jobs are
Correct.
you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll be trying to get into automation testing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I think having a bachelor's degree is enough. If you are able to secure a job after that, they don't really care about what degree you did. But maybe for
Okay.
job seeker visa, it's a problem because in that case, you have to show your degree and they do due diligence around what you did and do you really have experience around this particular subject. But I think once
Okay.
you apply from India and you get a job contract from a company, then it doesn't really matter what you did earlier.
Okay, so you mean if I go through the second way, as in, without like applying directly from India through a job, like if I get a job from the employer there in
Yeah,
Germany, then
yeah,
there shouldn't be any problem.
yeah.
Also,
Then
in
they
the
don't
first
care about
case,
your degree. Yeah.
okay, and when we talk about the first case, while applying to job seeker visa, I think there's a minimum 5 years of experience which is required, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, and what about the second case? For example, in my case, I have 3 years of experience. So it's possible, right, to get a job directly from India, or how is it?
Yeah, you can get a job directly from India, but you cannot apply for job seeker visa as you are not eligible.
Oh, okay, okay. So I
Yeah,
need to wait for complete 5 years and then.
yeah, exactly. And in
Oh,
that case also, I mean, it could be a problem that you did your degree in mechanical, but you are applying for IT jobs. So only in case of job seeker visa. But if you are directly applying from India using LinkedIn or something, then I don't see a problem there.
got it, got it. Yeah, thank you so much. I think that was my question. So.
Cool.
Hi, hello.
Yeah. Hi, Aryan.
Yeah. Thank you so much for arranging this session. Actually, I had a question. I thought Raghu would join, but I think he's not available. So,
Yeah.
but my question, maybe if you are able to answer, I will just ask you. Actually, I'm having around 3 years of experience in SAP ABAP. So, like here we call it as a technical ABAP consultant, but I think in Germany they call it as SAP ABAP Entwickler, means as SAP ABAP developer, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering if like they consider the people who are having 3 years of experience like that, like those, like that means from other countries. My first question is this.
So do you mean you want to apply from India directly?
Yes, yes, because as you suggested, that work visa is not permissible for, I think,
Yeah.
people have. Yeah, so I want to apply from India.
Yeah, I mean, you have to do some research because my domain is not SAP, so I cannot actually comment on this. But maybe you can have a look into the LinkedIn jobs in Germany and see if there are openings for your expertise. I mean, 3 years of
Actually,
experience.
the openings are there, but the experience is not listed. I mean, I've checked a couple of things. That's why I also dropped a message to Raghu.
Mm-hmm.
But it would have been easier for Raghu because he's having, I think, around 10 plus years of experience.
Yeah, I know. I will try to get back to him because I've also not seen his messages around. So maybe he's busy. But I will check with him and I'll ask him to answer the questions you have posted.
So okay, and my first question was this, and the second question was that, like, how much, like, if I'm able to get an interview, and if I'm able to crack that, and how much salary expectation should be there from like negotiation part. how much should it be there for from my experience? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want
again,
to
I
ask-
think it's based on your domain. So HCM
Yeah.
consultants or SAP consultants, I'm really not sure about their salaries.
Mhm.
So I would
Mhm.
suggest you to use Glassdoor, because I think Raghu will also suggest you to use that.
Mhm.
And in Glassdoor, you can mention the role, the skill sets, and the location as well. And based on all
Okay.
these three information, they will suggest you the average salary.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So like we should always ask the average salary, right? Like we should not move.
Yeah, it's better to, if it's your first job, then I would suggest you to just go with the average salary.
It would be my first job in Germany. Like I'm already working here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean, in Germany.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And again, okay, then I was wondering if you could bring Raghu someday, like
Sure. I will
meetings.
try to connect with him. We also have
Okay.
Pradyumna here. Hi, Pradyumna.
Hi, Pradyumna.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Hey.
Okay, so that was pretty much it, like from my side.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So we all are missing Raghu here, Pradyumna.
Sure, I'll inform him if he can join next meeting. Yeah.
Sure. I will also try to connect with him. Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Cool. So anyone else have any other questions?
Yes. Hi, guys. Am I audible to everyone?
Yeah, in the bit. Please be a bit louder. I think that would be nice.
Sure. Hey, guys. Thank you so much, Anup, for conducting this call, man. So I'll tell you. So currently, I have secured a job, and so fortunately, I got an appointment on 8th of October. But then few of the like forms and all, it's not aligned. So I'm in call with a third-party company which has been assigned by the company which has employed me. So right now the issue is, I just wanted to understand, is it okay to show up in the appointment if I don't have health insurance right now? I have applied for it, but then I just wanted to understand if I don't have it, whether it would be right for me to show up at the appointment or not, or should I just push it forward? I mean, should I make a request to postpone it or something?
Yeah, I can try to answer this. So when you apply for the visa application, you don't really have a health insurance at the moment, because health insurance starts once you are in Germany or once your this contract starts. Before that, what you get is a travel insurance. So I think you can apply for a travel insurance while you are still in India and keep it for, say, 1 month duration. And within those 1 month, once you are in Germany, you can apply for a health insurance.
Okay, Anup, following to that, I have a question that what all documents do you feel is required for me to show up in the appointment, visa appointment?
Actually, there is a checklist, official checklist from the website of India Diplo.de. You can check that.
Okay, I have already checked that, and things are aligned. But then idea behind asking you this question was just in case, from your experience, if I would have missed something, or if you want to say that, Arindam, make sure you have that as well. So,
There is, first of all, a lot of background noise from your side. Anyways, I understood your question. You can mute it now. So Pradyumna, do you want to add something here? Because I think everything listed in the checklist is enough, right? I don't.
Yes. Everything in checklist should be fine.
Yeah.
And I mean, just to talk about the insurance, I mean, if you are willing to take the TK insurance and if your company is okay with that, I mean, probably they'll send you an email probably in 2 working days. I mean, that email should suffice you for the interview.
Okay, but isn't it like that we take a travel insurance initially and we get the health insurance once you are in Germany?
No, this is from the employment visa, right? So probably they're expecting the health insurance before they come in. I mean, at least from the employer side, that that they are paying to the TK health insurance or other insurance.
Okay.
Yeah, applied blue card, but I didn't give any health insurance in prior. So I showed only a travel insurance.
Yeah, exactly. That was also my case. So I was wondering if something changed in between.
Nothing changed. I think travel insurance is fine.
Yeah, just have it for 1 month, and within that 1 month you can apply for a health insurance in Germany.
Okay, then Anup, should I purchase a travel insurance before the appointment? Are you saying that?
Your travel insurance should start before your travel date. I think that's the ideal duration. So you have to purchase it
Okay,
now,
so
and the date of insurance should be before your travel date.
And travel insurance should be valid for at least 90 days, and
Oh,
it
okay.
should cover at least 30,000 euros.
Yeah, and it's not very expensive, I remember.
Yeah, you can take it in VFS center also. Yeah, they
okay,
can
so
provide.
it is so bottom line, it's okay not to have a health insurance, but then just to show them that I'll be taking the travel insurance, right? Or
Yes.
should I purchase the travel insurance on my traveling dates?
Yeah, you should already have a travel insurance while you are appearing for the visa.
Okay, cool, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it from my side. Thank you so much for answering this.
Sure. So Mohammed asked a question here in the chat. Hi guys, is job seeker visa application open now? I have no idea, guys. So you have to answer. Someone in India.
I mean, I believe it is not open completely, but only some parts of India they were opened. Initially, they started taking application from Mumbai, I mean Maharashtra consulate, and some parts. I mean, in the Discord group also, I was seeing. I mean, in our channel that they were open for 3 locations. One is Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, and there is one more place.
Okay.
But someone was not able to book, though it was from their region, but
so
not
it's
really
slowly opening, right? It's a positive
correct,
sign, I
correct,
think.
yeah,
Yeah.
correct, yeah.
Cool.
Probably
So
by end of this year should be everything should be open.
Yeah. So I think just stay tuned and keep checking their website or maybe Twitter handle or something. You will get to know once it's open in your city. Yeah. Any other question?
Anup, one more question. Actually, I wanted to know how flexible are these employers regarding the notice period? Like, because my company is having like 3 months of notice period. So even if I get a job, then I'll have to wait for 3 months. I'll have to wait for 3 months to leave this present company of mine. So, I mean, how flexible are they? Do they understand this, or they want immediate joining like in India?
Yeah, so I'm not sure I can generalize this because companies, they have their own criterias. So in general, startups are basically looking for people who can join them immediately, and bigger organizations, they are flexible in this case. So that's what I can say at the moment.
But suppose we get the final confirmation from their side, from the employer side, that you are okay, finally hired, and so is your salary. So still it takes time, like to get the visa and all. So I mean, do they consider that time?
No, but you must have already a starting date in your contract, right?
No, I don't have any offer. I'm just trying to know.
Yeah. So when you get an offer, it will have a start date. So before that date, you have to be in Germany and you have to start from that date. And some of the employers are flexible on those dates, so they would understand that the visa processing takes some time. So what they say is they write a sentence saying that this date is kind of flexible, so the person can join maybe 1 week after or 1 week before or something like that. But in general, the idea is before the starting date, you should be able to travel to Germany.
Okay. So while giving the interview to the HR, maybe we can let them know that this is so and so is my condition. I'll be able to join 3 months after that. Like that, we can let them know.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, if you say that I'll join next month and you're not able to join, then that's a bad condition to be in. So it's better to just inform them before. Yeah.
Yeah, as per my experience, these join dates are very flexible. They can postpone if visa is delaying or your notice period is not yet completed.
Yeah, I also think so.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you.
Yes, guys. Any other question?
Yeah, hi, I'm Devi here. I have done my master's from India. So, do we have to register our master's certificate or whatever the highest education is there? That from any consulate in India, or is it just enough that we check whether it is recognized over there? I think we have a specific website, right, where we can go and see if our educational qualification is recognized over there. So, would that be fine, or do I have to get it attested from here? Is there any such process? I'm not sure. I just wanted to know that.
Yeah, I can give you my experience. So I have not done any kind of registration or anything, any certification. So my graduation certificate is from Punjab Technical University, and I checked in Anabin website and it was approved there, and that's it. I didn't do any translation or anything because it was already in English. So I think, yeah, that is what I did. So
Okay.
Pradyumna or Ravi, do you have anything to add here?
Even the
No, I just
same,
submitted only Canabin documents. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
even same from my side as well.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. And I think Shyam is here as well. So I just wanted to hear from him that I think he had recently got a job in AutoSAR. So I wanted to know what his experience is, and is there any, like, I think I had posted this question. So I just wanted to know from him directly, like whether there is any issue between classic AutoSAR and adaptive AutoSAR, and what is the general mindset. I mean, if you can just give a brief
Yeah,
about what is it.
yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. Sham here.
Hi, Shyam.
So,
Hi.
hi. Yeah, I just landed on last Friday here. So
Yeah,
I'm currently
congratulations for
staying
that,
in.
first of all.
Thank you, Anup, and thanks for all the support. Actually, what you have given so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, to answer to that question, I have almost 9+ years of experience in the automotive domain, Devi, and complete experience is on classic AutoSAR. So yeah,
Okay.
in order to answer your question, yes, adaptive AutoSAR is now entering into the market. But at least in my previous company, there were only like a couple of projects are started working on this adaptive AutoSAR, and most of them are directly from the Germany, and nothing has been started at least in India. So there are a lot of things still exist for classic. It is not like it's outdated. There are many openings or many OEMs also working on classic AutoSAR still. So I don't think there are many positions opens also for adaptive now. For example, if you are really working on already an adaptive, yes, there are many positions also open in Germany. I saw in LinkedIn also. So yes, there is a preference for both classic and adaptive as well in the market.
Okay, so guys, we won't discuss much about the domain specific things. So I think this is a high level overview that you have given. So
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for
The
that.
only thing is that they don't need to worry. For example, like if the classic is already outdated, yes, both are exist still in the market and both have a lot of opportunities in Germany. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, thank you for that, Shyam. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. Other questions, guys?
One question from my side, Anup. I'm trying to look for an apartment here in Frankfurt. So if anybody staying in, or I'm also joined some of the Facebook groups. I heard from Ravi that he has booked an appointment by using Facebook from India itself. So any information that if someone is available in Frankfurt, that could give some help here to find an accommodation. I'm currently in a company provided accommodation for 1 month. So I have to shift after a month. It is pretty expensive also because I'm staying near to Frankfurt Airport. They have booked accommodation here, so I'm started looking for an apartment. So I've also joined many Facebook groups and posted also. But yeah, is there any other way to get an appointment early or apartment early?
Yes, Shyam. As per my knowledge, you have something called eBay Kleinanzeigen and also Immobilien Scout.
Can you please
if you're
maybe
looking for
on
a shared apartment, housing anywhere would be the best choice. If you're looking for an entire house, then I would suggest you go for either Immobilien Scout or eBay Kleinanzeigen.
Okay.
these are the websites. Generally, they keep posting each and every day, and probably you can find an apartment soon.
Okay, yeah, sure. I'll check it out. Can you place these two websites maybe in the link or maybe in the app, Discord
Sure,
app?
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Sure. Aishwarya, do you have a question?
No, I was just about to answer about the apartments, but I think Pradyuman, yeah.
Okay.
You can also check on Vegegezu site. I think that's also pretty nice. We have more cheap apartments at that site. What I found, because I found one through that.
Anything for Berlin, guys. I'm also searching for an apartment.
Have you checked Berlino apartments, Anu?
Berlino apartments?
Yeah.
I mean, that's an agency who provides apartments for you.
Okay, but they will charge me 3 months rent, right? It's something like that.
I had to pay 1,000, I think, euros of deposit for 1 month. But the apartments are pretty good. They are big enough, and the rent is not that much. If you're looking for a studio apartment, and the process to get an apartment is pretty easy than what I found with the other when I was looking in Hamburg currently. So maybe you can check those.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Thank you. Any other questions?
One more question, Anup. Sorry for taking so long.
Okay.
Can I register for this month to create a bank account for the current apartment so that I can change after getting the permanent apartment or another apartment? Is this possible? Because this is not a hotel, this is kind of an apartment. So is there any possible so that I can register to Rathos, and that would be helpful for me to get in? The document will be helpful for all the other stuff, right? That is mandatory thing.
Correct, Shyam. So, initially to get registered in Frankfurt or wherever city you live in, you should have a house contract for you. Where you're staying. Is it available with you?
Yes, it's available, but only for a month.
Okay. But not really sure if government is, if the Rathaus is accepting the 1 month contract. I'm not really sure on this.
So have you done your Anmeldung already, Shyam? That's the question. So there is something called Anmeldung, the city registration.
No, not yet.
So I think in this address you are not allowed to do it. That's the problem.
Yeah, because he stays temporary just for 1 month.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure if the Burger Bureau or Rathaus will allow you to get registered in that address.
Yeah.
Is there a minimum timeline that we have to show to Rathaus, like 3 months or 6 months, so that they'll get registered? Or
no, the thing is, once you are in Germany, you are supposed to register your address in 14 days or something.
Oh.
Yeah. So please check with your city registration office, because in Berlin it's not possible, because you come to Berlin, you can't find a long-term apartment in 14 days. So maybe it's the same in your city as well, but you have to check that. Yeah. And
I think there is flexibility, because when I came, it was COVID time and I couldn't registered because the Rathaus wasn't functioning for 3 months. So it was allowed that I registered after 3 months of me coming to Germany.
Okay.
So I think they are flexible enough if you can register late.
Yeah. Yeah. And for your first month salary, I would say you can also try this TransferWise or something, because they give you some account and you can get money there, I would say. I'm not sure if that's a problem, but yeah, I'm using it since I think 2019 and it's working fine for me.
TransferWise account.
Yeah, you can create TransferWise account, and I think they just need your passport and maybe the current address, something. I don't remember exactly. I did it 2 years ago, but you can give it a try if it is just for having a bank account.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Anup, so one last question, Mohammed here again.
Sure.
So So for example, at 3 years of experience, if I manage to get a job through applying directly on LinkedIn, on Stack Overflow jobs. So once I get the job, so is job seeker visa the only route through which I can apply, or is there any other way? Because through job seeker route, I think my degree in a different field than IT would create a problem, right? So
yeah, so we have Pradyumna here. I think he was not there when you asked your initial questions, so he can answer this.
Hey, hi.
Yeah.
Sure. Hey, hi, Pradyumna.
So to understand your question, let's say if you got a job from India and you don't have to route through job seeker visa, you can directly fly through an employment visa and start working here. In the other route is you have to try for a job seeker visa, and I believe you're not eligible because you only have 3 years of work experience. For JSV,
Correct.
you should have at least 5 years of experience.
Yeah. So to add to that, though, so even if I had 5 years of experience, because my degree is in mechanical engineering and currently I'm doing test automation. So I think in one of the meeting I've heard that they see what's your qualification background and what you're doing, and does it match? So that is also one of the criteria, right? Is it are they more stringent on these, or it's just like so I just want to get an idea on that.
I mean, that depends on case to case. I'm not really sure. I mean, even that depends upon the consulate final decision as well.
Okay. Oh, okay. Sure. So I think the second route via employment visa is something which is possible in my case, right?
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
So as you are also in test automation, right? So I think I saw one of your recent videos wherein
sorry, I had some bad internet. So can you just please repeat your question?
Yeah. So I was asking that you are also in test automation, right? Currently,
yes,
in Germany.
Yes.
So just wanted to understand how is the job market there for test automation?
There are very good number of openings here. Plenty of openings.
Oh, okay. And what is like the average, like the average pay which one can expect for let's say a 3 to 4 years of experience guy?
Between 45 to 55.
Okay.
55,000 euros.
Thank you so much, Pradyumna. So I think I'll try to apply with this employer. So I believe that LinkedIn, Stack Overflow are one of the some of the platforms through which we can apply. So are there any other platforms which you would recommend applying for jobs for test automation specifically?
Not specifically for test automation, but you will have across all the fields.
Yeah, so if I can answer this, so Mohammed, we have I think around 15 websites listed on germanyscalling.com, so you can go there and check it.
Sure. Yeah, thanks, Anup. So I just joined this group today, and fortunately I got a chance to come on this call, so I'll definitely go and check. I thought
yeah, sure. So guys, I think it's already the time to leave today, and yeah, so there were a lot of participants today. I'm really surprised to see 15 of them today. So thank you all for joining, and if you have more questions, please feel free to ask those in our Discord channel. And thank you especially Pradyumna, Ravi, and who else? Sham, right? So thank you for your input. Yeah, thank you guys. Have a nice Sunday.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Anup, one slight request, please. Ask Raghu to join next time.
Sure, of course. I'll try to connect with him.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. It was really helpful.
Thank you all. Have a nice